Welcome to Rugby Uncovered. I'm Paul Rodriguez, and together with Tom Nash, we're speaking to Laura Perrin and Lucy Winter from Sale Sharks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you've just come out of the gym. I don't know why, I'm just curious about what sort of workouts you do. Laura, could you just tell us what you've just been doing today?
Yeah, so we've just finished up a pretty brutal bike session. Wednesdays is typically off-beat conditioning, just kind of keeping us fit, but then also making sure that we're not too tired for the weekend for the game ahead.
Right, absolutely. And talking of games, tell us about the weekend against Harlequins. I don't think the score really reflected how well you played. It was an amazing match to watch.
Yeah, I think we looked back over analysis yesterday, and it was just tiny errors. The game was like close as a whole, but it was just like that one line out of that one pass. So yeah, the game did look tight to watch back, but yeah, just those little things we've got to tighten up on.
So
Lucy, you're coming back from injury, is that right? Or
yeah, so I've had a bit of a problem with my ankle over the past year, and then I think leading into the first week, just kind of a little bit of a tweak. So obviously it's long since the head, so we just wanted to make sure everything was all right now, which touch wood it is at least.
Laura, your connection with the Northwest and Sale and the area, it's your area of growing up, I guess, isn't it? Was it strange joining the club that you've always followed?
I think it was, in a way. If I'm being honest, it wasn't anything that I kind of... Obviously, there was always hopes and dreams there, but until about a year ago, there was no women's team tie with Sale. So I think with Michelle and Simon, they've really pushed that forward, and I think ever since they came on board, they've really turned obviously into reality. But I think, that first time coming out onto the field at the Cornpack Stadium in a Sharks jersey was something I'll never forget. I said I've followed the club since a young age, and so being able to then don the shirt and to play for Sale and obviously represent the Northwest is just it's a dream come true.
Sure. Lucy, you joined around the same time as Laura from Watsonians. What brought you down to the Northwest of England?
I think it was first lockdown gave me a chance to kind of step back and reassess, get some perspective, and I just thought, what a better time to have a fresh start. So I actually got in touch with Darren, and he took some clips and stuff like that, and said, why don't you just come down? So changed jobs, moved right in the middle of the pandemic. It seems a bit crazy at the time, it still sounds a bit crazy, but it's the best thing we've ever done. Just to come down here and felt at home straight away. The girls are great, and we're all new to each other, which is good as well. So yeah, best decision ever.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you joined about the same time as Mary Grieve and Nicola Howard. There's obviously something about Sale that Scottish girls like.
Yeah. I think the funny thing was none of us actually knew we were all joining as well, and Hannah Kurtz as well, working for the club. I didn't actually know Nick was joining, even though we're quite good friends, until it got announced.
Laura, you joined from Furwood Waterloo, a club that we know quite well from last year. But in the 4 years that you've been playing in the Premier 15s, what sort of changes have you seen in the general standard, in the culture?
I think ever since the league took off all those years ago, I think the standard is massively raised. There's no kidding that. I think with the investment that the RFU's put in the past couple of years, obviously with the Red Roses going back to being fully professional athletes, I think the game's only really grown from strength to strength, and obviously we're hoping that it's still going to carry on that way.
You're two of several new players in the squad. You seem to have become pals as well as teammates.
Yeah, I felt so.
I think it's probably similar personalities.
Yeah, I think people find us quite annoying, but we bounce off each other.
Somebody said that you two even look alike. I mean, what about this? In the week leading up to the weekend's game in training, each of you pretends to be the other, so that Darren Lehman has no idea who to pick on the Saturday.
So we've not tried it yet, but we might always do that. I mean, I think there's a bit of a height difference because I'm about 5'11" and Winter's about 5'8".
Yeah, 5'8".
So, girls, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Just before you go, I just want to ask, first of all, Laura and then Lucy, what your opinion is on the law changes, because the speed of the game has definitely gone up a lot and it's exciting to watch.
Yeah. Myself personally, I love a quick game, but it is very, very quick. And I think if you're caught napping for a single second and knock on thinking, right, okay, I've got 30 seconds to have a breather here, and suddenly they obviously quick tap, then you made to look like a little bit of a fool, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I am enjoying it. When you get into like the last quarter, it does get to you a little bit, doesn't it?
And
I'm enjoying it.
I suppose it's the same for everybody, but everybody's getting used to it. But certainly it seemed very fast. It seemed like a very fast game. So despite being braced for that, it's obviously something that everyone's got to get used to. But it's good for the fans, if nothing else. Thank you.
Sorry, I was just going to say on that point that I think there's definitely something that we can hopefully look to keep within the game, even when the law changes go back. I think, as you say, perhaps it wasn't maybe the most enjoyable to watch previously. Kind of scrum upon scrum reset, knock on, scrum again. But yeah, I'm hoping that when the law changes do go back to the original laws, that it's definitely something to keep on going with, keep the intensity up and make it obviously enjoyable for the fans.
Yeah.
Fantastic to have you on the show. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. Just before you go, could you tell us where people can follow you on social media?
Okay. So I'm at Laura_Perrin_ on Twitter and Instagram.
Brilliant.
And I don't know my Twitter. I think it's Lucy Winter.
Okay.
But my Instagram is Charlotte Winter, all one word.
Right, so Lucy Winter, all one word. So we'll put those in the show notes for people to find you. Good luck for the rest of the season. We're looking forward to your next games. Brilliant stuff. And thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care. And thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you next time.